Welcome everybody back to Boosting Foreigns, guys, and we are headed out to a Cars and Coffee at Mercedes of Huntington, deep in Long Island. So I'm up at 5 a.m. So hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. Let's jump into the video. Woo! Welcome everybody back. Welcome everybody back to Boosting Foreigns. First thing, shout out to my whole Boosting Foreigns family. Hopefully you guys hit that like button. It's a cold morning, a little chilly morning, fall morning at 52 degrees. Let's hit that heated seats. Let's hit that heated steering wheel, and let's turn that heat up because we got about an hour, a little bit about an hour drive from Brooklyn, New York. And plus I'm gonna go take the car to a quick car wash along the way. So come on, let's ride with me. Once again, I must say, man, I really do love silver. I've learned to love silver. It hides dirt so well. That's the number one reason why. This car is filthy, but silver hides it so well. That girl getting clean, boy. Get her clean, get her clean. So we're back moving again after the car wash. So it says about 38 minutes to get out there. 7 o'clock, so we'll be about an hour early. I don't know if I'm gonna have a parking spot or anything like that, but I'd rather be there early than late like last time. And if there's anything on the highway that I bump into, I'll let you guys know. I doubt it. I'm not trying to race on a Sunday morning, but you know, if somebody wants to smoke though, we can definitely always do that. You know, I'm always open to that. All right, let's go. Well, good morning, good morning. Welcome everybody to Mercedes of Huntington. So I came here a little early because the last time I came here, this whole parking lot over here was pretty packed. And then they had cars, people who just want to come for the Cars and Coffee parked over here and over here. So to make it a little bit easier, so I get as much coverage as I can, I decided to come early in the morning just for you guys to get some content and see some different cars. So as the day goes and progresses, I will show you guys a little bit more. Some cars are actually already coming in because it's about 7:30 right now, so people are gonna start pouring in and pulling into the parking lot. So they set up some booths, food, gifts, raffle, different stuff like that. And as it goes, we'll get more and more into it. Just love when the sun is crushing out. We already have a couple of cars pulling up. Older Mercedes-Benz, of course, because you know it is a Mercedes dealership. Some old schools, American Muscle, and some nice cars, man. I really want to get a car specifically for me, something that I work on, that I build up over time. So I love coming to these. I just really wish in New York City we had more and more cars and coffees than you actually think, rather than come all the way out to Long Island to get something like this. The funny thing is, I don't know where I'm gonna post this video, but this owner right here when I used to have my Q50, I raced him with, he had the M6, and then he ended up getting a 570. And then recently, he acquired a 720 this year too. So it's good to see that people continue to progress and do really good for themselves, but all from an M6 though, man. I mean, I'm freaking loving it, man. Freaking loving it. And he's finally graduated with getting the complete spec that he always wanted to get. Much love, brother. Much love. I'm just giving you congratulations on the video. Thank you. When I met you, you had the M6, then the 570, and then now the 720. And you got the spec that I know you exactly wanted. I know you was looking and hunting for it. But guys, take a look. The car is freaking beautiful. Just like that, 10 minutes to 8, you see a huge transition just in 30 minutes. This parking lot is going to start, it's already starting to fill up. This row, this row, this row. Still got some more rooms back there and some room more to the back. So within an hour, this is gonna be a lot more packed. And a couple of the AMG NYC guys are starting to pull up in their different vehicles and parking up and chilling. A lot more old schools, rat rods. Nice rat rod, I love it. And he got comfortable seats too. These cars are a lot more lower than you guys think. This thing is low to the floor. By with my little eye, something fire. Wee, my God, is it a Regal or is it a GNX? Probably just a Regal. This is what I'm talking about. Ooh, that body line is sexy. My God. Loving this. Loving this thing. All right, so let's do a quick walk around of the different vehicles out here. We have this beautiful GT350. Man, nice and clean. I don't even want to show this side of the car because I don't want my own shadow to pop up on it. But it definitely looks amazingly great. Interior looks good. Kind of weird not seeing any armrests. Wow, that looks great. We have a nice looking NSX. One of the very few cars that we still see here on the road. You already know C8 Carrera Porsche sitting on some BBS LMs. Very common wheels to see on a car. Another Porsche, brown with the, what is that, plaid or? Yeah, with the checkered plaid interior. Nice. Now, we're seeing some of these cars more and more often, the GT4s, and I see a lot more people get this car. So loud, love it. Right-hand drive, LS, and a few more cars coming in. 718 Spider. Retractable hardtop or soft top, probably hardtop. Nice. Manual too. Lamborghini, of course. More Porsches. M8. Beautiful color. Got the engine exposed and everything. I guess that's how they did it in the past. Looks really good. Once again, no headrest. Not a thing back in the day, but looks gorgeous. Another GTS. Spider. Another one. See, like you see a lot of Porsches now. They must have used to be BMW owners. Spider, RS5. Don't see these that often anymore. Old school Benz. The new M2s. Let me take a quick second and talk about these M2s. So, I can see why they talk so much crap about these two models. Because number one, they already did such a bad job with the G80, G82s with the front end. This body style is more circular. It doesn't really have a lot of hard edges on the side and even the hood. But right when you get to right here, it's a completely different outcome. This front end just does not fit with this vehicle at all. Period. It's not real necessarily only the grills, but they go to a lot of hard angles here with the front bumper, hard angles here, and even then when you step back and you let the sun actually hit it, you can see that it just does not flow. Even though they have the hood part cutting into here, the headlights and everything, just too much hard angles, particularly for me. The blue looks a little bit better, but nonetheless, I mean, the blue looks a little bit better, but the red looks really good. Well, let's continue. Nice here, soft top. Looking good. Celica, left-hand drive. Lexus 4 LS400. Still got probably super low miles. And they probably got that wicked amazing suspension that Lexus designed a long time ago. Shout out to that. R8 V10, and we got a GTS, which is pretty dope too. It's a Mercedes meet, so you're gonna see a lot of Mercedes. Nice, 1940. This car is looking beautiful, looking clean. Nice color. Green stripes. Interior looks really good. Saddle brown. Nice. Looking good. Old school V12s. They don't make those anymore. You're not gonna see V12s anymore. You could still get the V12s like in a S-Class S65. It's like 2019, I believe, but you ain't seeing no V12s anymore. Now these things are a little bit nice. It's good seeing these different things out here. So let me get a little better angle for you guys. I've never seen this in my life, but I'm happy that I have the privilege of seeing this in my life. So this is a 2014 Lucra LC470. It only weighs 1,900 pounds. It's 725 horsepower on pump gas with an LS7 440. Oh, nice. Nice. And it's quarter mile time, 9.1 seconds from factory. I don't even know what this is. I've never even seen this in my life. I've seen this in a couple of photos, but I'm happy that I get to record something like this. Another thing that I'm happy that I get to see, I've only seen the Roadrunner at least 3 times in my life, and it's nice that today is the 3rd time that I get to see it. And this one is in an orange. I don't know if it's the original color, but still an amazing look. These cars are extremely long, and it actually kind of pays homage to what we thought aerodynamics was back in the day, when the front end was mainly just square here, and then they literally designed it for the racetrack so it has the more aerodynamic front end to make it, and it did work, but it definitely drastically changed the look of the vehicle. Imagine if this wasn't front end, it would be more old school looking with just a square front end. Well, definitely looks good, man. Spacious interior. Still, once again, no real headrest. Not really a thing for old school cars, but looks amazing. This ring that's supposed to give all this downforce, and it's signed by, was that Richard Petty? Oh shit, Richard Petty actually signed it. That's actually fucking fire. Wow, I love that, man. Looks freaking good, looks amazing. I do have a special place in my heart for very extremely old Italian cars, because when I actually do see one that's well kept, I sit there and think the streets must have been designed so small based on what the historical era that it was designed for. So just imagine, these cars are so small. It's still a 2-seater, right? It's still a 2-seater. 2 people could fit in it, and it's still a rear back seat. This is amazing, even with the claw top to make it more open so that air can get in there. Look at that. Wow, this is beautiful. I love this thing. And it's so simple. None of the type of BS that we need nowadays with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, just a speedometer, stick shift, no radio, nothing. Just whatever, the bare essentials. Engine in the rear, intake. This is super dope. It's the simplicity here. I love it. Look at this, man. Can't make this up. Charger, man. Ooh-wee. Look at this girl. Love that. Look how beautiful it is. Now that you could kind of see what I was talking about with the front end, it was a square. Look how it is. They pretty much just put that part on there just to make it more aerodynamic. That's all it is. I believe it's still the same chassis, just with the front end. But look how amazing this thing looks. Woo-wee. And a Z28 too, another one of my dream cars. Oh my God. Oh my God, look at that beautiful thing. Ooh. CSWs. Woo-wee. Interior in this is nice. Ooh. Can't make this up. Look at this girl. Love this thing, man. You could only understand how huge this car is. It is huge, massive. This compared to this size is way drastically different. Ooh-wee. CCW's on his T28, but officer. Love this. Freaking nice. Loving it, loving it, loving it. And dude is bigger than me. He's like 6'3", 6'4". Nice. Nice, nice. Amazing. So want to show some more about the Z28. I told you this is like one of my dream cars. And the part that's blowing my mind right now is not only how nice the interior is, CCW's great paint job, but he even got ITBs on his motor. You don't see that at all. ITBs, I love that. Gorgeous. Ooh-wee, look at that. Look at that gal. And I really always love the geometry of this car just because of this part right here. This short cutback right here, always love that look. And whenever I try to compare it to like this other old school, like this is super long, once again, I still always love this part of that vehicle, but it's like that doesn't have that geometry, but it's like everybody does it according to their different looks. I freaking love it. Right, so we see some more R8s here, soft top, e-tron. Looks really nice. Isn't this car supposed to be full electric? Pretty much, this is like the Porsche version of the what you call it. I actually like the look of this one over the electric Porsche, because I think the front end just looks better on this than the Porsche. If I had to get two electric cars, I would actually get this one over the Porsche electric one, because it just looks better, the front end. V10. All right, we got a regular Mustang Cobra with it's a Cobra. Yeah, okay, it's looking good. All right, cool. The big supercharger, it's insane the size of supercharger they put on top of the block. Then we have another LS, a Vet 2-door. I really wish they never got rid of the V's, man. I think they were badass. I just think that they just did not appeal for the demographic or crowd of people that actually were looking into them. Like, they were fire. They made it in 2-door, 4-door, and coupe. Like, how do you supercharge a 2-door, a 4-door, a coupe, and a wagon? How do you do that in all those different makes and models? So I think these cars will always continue to be timeless. You also got a TTRS. You got a V8 M3. Like that car. I still always love looking at this car. Just not enough torque. But I still would like to own one day. But here's the thing. If I own one, I buy one, I have to buy it and then get rid of it like 6 months later, because I'm just not a fan that long-term maintenance of these vehicles, if you're putting on any heavy amount of miles, those rod bearings is a serviceable item. Just like I would say a serpentine belt might go out, brakes, pads, tires, rod bearings have to be changed like every, I think they said 50 to 60,000 miles on the car, depending on the oil and the usage, and depending on how often you're beating on the car. So not really a fan of that. All right, two more Porsches. Another Italian car that I really like. These two cars right here. Look at this Cappuccino. I used to grow up and I had a little Cappuccino in my Gran Turismo when I used to drive this car, and seeing it in person, I can't even believe how small it is. This is amazing to actually see this car in person. Like, it's really helping out like the nostalgia in me as a kid. Like, it's insane. Look at this thing. I'm 6'1", man, and wow, look at this. It's like so shocking. And the funny thing is, I drive a high-end luxury sedan. Like, these things are just quite amazing to me. Look at this. Now, I don't remember this car too much. I do remember the specific name, and I believe it was sold or bought out at some period, but I'm not too familiar with this vehicle at all. But I do remember the name Trump, but not the TR8. I think they only made a couple of models, but it's nice to see one here, and I'm happy that today's the first day I got to see it. Out of all the cars here, this car is definitely my dream right here. I think I really understood and think, well, if I had the car to build, it would probably be one of these. Either a Regal or a GNX. GNX you're not going to get because it was made in 87 and only made a limited amount. So most people just get the Regal and they do a GNX clone of the Regal. And boy, this thing is freaking amazing. I'm loving how this thing looks. Man, whew, these things is badass, boy. Can't tell me nothing. Whew, can't tell me nothing. Love this shit. Let's get back to regularly scheduled programming after me just drooling myself over this. We got a DeLorean here. I've seen plenty of them. This one is especially is still really well kept and clean. Don't see too much of them. Still well kept and clean, man. Like, to me, this is like the old school Teslas of the day. Like something that's dramatically different that you don't see quite often. Like that. Got an XX here. You got a beautiful rat rod here. Literally, rat rod. Literally, the rat rod. And everything's exposed. Everything open. Seats look very comfortable, though. Very, very comfortable. Rustic look. This whole... Nice. I already talked about the Porsches. We did miss something over here, so let's go take a quick look at that. This old school Maserati. I'm gonna give it some looks. I think this one sounds actually quite amazing, especially when it pulled in. And I think this is still when Maserati was still a better company, when it was more on the Ferrari end of things before it became more of a American-made type of car. But this sounds amazing. And to be honest, it has the body lines of like a 4-door over a 2-door, at least in my personal opinion. So let's keep going. Porsche.
Oh, that truck right there.
Porsche. Ooh. Right, don't see this one quite often. This is nice. One of the things that I like about this one the most is I've always loved the wing style of this. And if you compare the older Porsches to the newer Porsches, no matter if it's a Turbo S, this fender right here, this whole quarter panel, is just, it just sticks out so much more from the vehicle. Look at that. Even he's taking a photo of all of this and recording it. It's beautiful. Beautiful. I always look, this rear end is completely gorgeous. Still never a fan of the taillights, but even if you take this car and you had the taillights, let's say retrofitted with LED strips some kind of way, because it's companies that do stuff like this and modernize it, this car is still, to me, very timeless, and I would rather take this over any of the new Turbo S's nowadays. Oh my God, Porsche guys are gonna be upset. I'm just being honest. I think this, just to me, just looks way more better compared to all the other Porsches. Right? Old school Vet. Corvette. Look how clean this Ray is, man. Clean. Look at that interior. Clean. Nice. Alright, take a look at this beautiful girl. Take a look at this beautiful girl. I have never seen this in my life, especially as a car person. Look at the body lines. I don't even know what this is. I'm going to definitely do my research a lot later, but definitely like just the way that it's built. Mid-engine, really no trunk. Transmission right here, probably rear-wheel drive. For of course a V8. A lot of things seems aftermarket here though. Cups for the inlets. Not really, doesn't have any induction through the side. Interior does look pretty dope. Sparco aftermarket seats. Body of the vehicle definitely looks really good. Nice protruding fenders on both ends. Amazing. I think it looks great. Still has more of that Italian styling. A lot more of the Italian styling. I just don't know what kind of car it is yet, so I'm gonna do my research after, and probably I'll do a voiceover to know exactly what it is so I can share with you guys properly. All right, so we got a couple of good-looking cars out here. SLS, two SLSs. Nice. Interior is still well kept. Paint is still good. I'm assuming looks really good. Nice. All right, we got a right-hand drive. Clean. Interior cloth. Manual, of course, with the old school cell phone. Interior looks really good. I like this part. That makes a lot of sense. I like that. Looks good. DBL men. One nice. Of course, we got 392. We got another one. Look at this. Amazing. With the white interior. Look at that. Look at that. Sorry, guys, that I have my shadow in the paint. Looks really clean. Looks very clean. Well taken care of. Damn, we don't see those anymore. This is the XLR. We don't ever see XLRs anymore. Man, this is when Cadillac to me was really trying to make cars appealing for the younger crowd, and they just still failed with it. I think it had nice designs, it had the power, but it wasn't only the horsepower that was part of marketing. You just have to make the cars more appealing for people to actually purchase. Nice. Look at this paint job. Ooh-wee. Engine looks really good. Nice and clean, well kept. Nice. Ooh. It's nice that they could do all these things over time. This is another, once again, old school styling where they put this stuff in front of the wheels. It just gave it more of an aerodynamic look and sleek look, like the car is riding low when it's really not riding low. Comfortable seats. Oh my God. You can fit 4 people in here, and it's like driving on a couch with wheels. Do you see seatbelts here? There's a reason why. Man, this is freaking beautiful. I could just imagine chilling in this thing, man. I don't know, man. If it was me, man, I hate to say it, put a new school motor in there so that's reliable, and I'll still drive this around. They're like, yo, you got no seatbelt. Get out my face. It's a classic car. You're not supposed to have seatbelts. How amazing this is. Love it. Love it, man. Once again, this car, I just want to know the size. It's an extremely long car. It's about as long as the Dodge Charger that was over here. So they were making big, long cars, American cars back in the day, man. All right, we got another Vet, 2-door, 50. We got a coupe. We got an Eldorado over here. Nice. Still very clean, well kept, love it. Mercedes, very well clean. M3 competition. I like that color, but let's not really talk too much about it. SS, Corvette, GTS. Let me see what else stands out over here that is tickling my fancy. This is why I come out to these car shows, to see cars that I've never seen, or I've always seen in photos, but I've never seen before. Look at this. This car is murdered out red. Don't know too much about it at all, to be honest. I don't know this car AMX. I don't know. I can't say that I do know. If anybody knows more about this to me, they'll probably comment below. It looks like it has more of that Chevy Pontiac styling, so I don't know if this was a subdivision or anything back in the day. Not too positive, but the car looks really good. Ooh, yeah. This Volkswagen looking clean. So love seeing these. And when I was younger, these are like one of the, whoever had this car either was running good or was running fast. And then if it wasn't one of the two of those things, it wasn't running at all. But they did the dash, man. Look. Woo, 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 wee. Well kept. I like that. Loving that. Man, there are so much cars out here that I don't know how I'm gonna break it up, but I'm gonna try my best. And woo-wee. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at this. Gorgeous. Open wheel concept. So technically it's not open wheel concept. They just designed some of the body to flow across it. This, once again, they kind of thought about aerodynamics and keeping the, they really just designed, this is pretty much just a long mud flat. So you guys straight. This is just a long mud flat. no one really steps on this part of the car because it will damage over time. Because when the wheels turn left and right, the stuff will hit people in the face. That's just how the way the design was. That looks amazing. And then as time went, you could see the evolution of Mercedes. Of course, they started designing the body style a lot later, a little differently. It wasn't a more open world concept. Once again, these luxurious seats. Ooh-wee. Even an old tools kit for the car. Nice. Interstate battery though. Another old school one. Looking really clean. Brown. You know what's crazy? They don't even make cars in this brown at all anymore. This is like a flat brown built with like barely no sparkles. Like if they made a car color this color, like out the gate, maybe people actually would buy it because it doesn't look bad. I just don't know if brown and brown would really work in now and day and age. This is an Esprit, or I know it's a Lotus, right? Hopefully I'm not getting it wrong. 1972 champions. Yes, it's definitely a Lotus Esprit. It's not an Esprit. It's not that one, is it? Not too positive, guys. It's been so much years since I've seen one of these too. Mid-engine. Nice. Loving it. Of course, Taycan GTS. Remember, I was just talking my crap saying the Audi versus Porsche, which they're the same cars. But I want to show you this one thing that always sticks out towards me, right? The front end just doesn't look good. The front end, man, is just not my thing compared to the Audi version. Even though it's the same exact car, I think they made the Audi version look a lot more better appealing. Not too positive what this is. Definitely not. I'm sorry. Usually I think I'll be better than this, but don't know. Austin Henley. Nice. Old school G Series. G320, 1990. Damn, this is just 1990. We have like this. And you know what people really loved about this open concept? Like, you know what car follows this? Like Jeep Wranglers, when things are detachable and retractable and lifted. So like, if Benz made something like this now, maybe people would actually consider, but I don't think they really would. You got 280 SL and a 580 SL. A couple other Benzes, man. There's so much more people here now than expected, and I have so much more list of cars to see. We got the Ferrari over here. Woo-wee. This is amazing. Nice. Smells like cigarettes too. With the engine. Nice. Another Ford GT. Woo-wee! Ford GT looking amazing. And I don't know if this is the original or when they remade them later in the 2000s. But this thing is as clean as can be. It is freaking clean. This thing does not see outside at all. Okay, it's the first GT3 we saw here. Looking really nice. Once again, remember I was talking that crap about Porsches. That rear fender, that's always going to be their signature here. Always. Bunch of American vehicles. Things that lose to my Q50. My old Q50. I still always love the wide body freaking Challenger. Jesus Christ. Like, even though the narrow body is cool, that wide body is still a fucking thing. Jesus. Just look in the stance of that bitch. Oof. Oof. God damn. God damn. Alright, we got some older Audis. Well, let's go take a look at this 240. There's some C8s over here, but I'm so used to seeing C8s. I think I saw this 240 before. It was gorgeous. Black interior, 5.6 manual, Hardo seats. And guess what the baby girl got? A goddamn LS under the hood. That's what I'm freaking talking about. And here's the crazy part. That's just NA. That's just NA. He can go supercharged. He can go turbo, single turbo. He can go anywhere he wants, but you know what? Keep it reliable, keep it running. But Jesus, thing is badass. Loving it. Lambo. Oof. I don't know about the yellow interior. Not really my thing. The interior is not really my thing. I can see it from space. Let's go with the carbon wing. Nice though. You know what's crazy? Every time someone has like a really nice high-end car, it always had a dealer plate on it. So most likely they're dealers, or they have access to dealer plates. Nice. McLaren, older Lambo. I'm telling you, man, these things were gorgeous, and they still are gorgeous. Still an old school Lambo nonetheless. Look at this thing. More square. The newer ones are still more edgy and rounded, but when these things came out, man, people were like, I just want a Lambo. Now every YouTuber got a goddamn Lambo. This has a P700 twin turbo kit, 7997. Nice. We also have an older school over here, green. Not too positive what this is. I don't know what this is, guys. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I don't know. Don't know everything. Cobra Jet. A Cougar, so a Plymouth or Mercury Cougar. I know what a Cougar is, but once again, this is my first time seeing this, and it's here. Oh, Camaro SS. Don't see these running in the Northeast anymore. Usually, these used to be the top cars that people used to race and dig races. Go ahead, and dig races and everything like that. Don't see SSs too much, man. All right. So don't see these too much often. Like, this is quite. See, look, did I just not say people race these cars? Boom, nitrous bottle right there. These cars are perfect for grudge matches at the street, at the track, but I just don't see people race them anymore. Like, at least up here. I'm assuming down south, these are still a big thing in anything on the street. Ooh, Chevelle, nice interior. Look at that interior. Gorgeous. Nice big. Once again, these cars are massively long. Let's keep it going. This one says slow turbo 335i. Yeah, B58, all that slow stuff over there. Don't pay attention to that BMW guys. Sorry. 911 SC. Nice. This was not. I know this is one. I don't know if this is the air-cooled version or the water-cooled version. I'm not too positive what year that started, but I still was never a fan with this Porsche day and age. Like, this is the one I think people like the most right around these years. I'm still not a fan of that so much. Another rat rod with a brand new motor in it. That's crazy. It's running though. That means it's reliable. Even got the rust and everything come through. That's what I'm talking about. Throw that together and just have some fun. Love it. It's not supposed to be a sexy, appealing car. Chevy Trailblazer SS. Don't see those quite often. Couple of more American cars. That's nice. Run. Just a quick look. Temp tags. Sounds good. Got the hideaway plate. The GT350. Quattro, another C8, aired out Audi. Nice color, I like this color a lot. Now, no disrespect to all my Audi people, but there's no disrespect at all. This is a nice color. I actually do like this color. It's probably a wrap. It looks like it's a wrap, to be honest with you, because you're not going to have this as a factory color, but it's a nice color. Nice color. And another thing I want to say about these X6 is, even though I still have videos up of my boy having two S6s and both of them pretty much messing up and he had to get rid of both of them, these are still a bang for its buck car for V8 all-wheel drive, and that's top-end luxury. Like, I still think people should buy like a 2012 to 2016 S6 over like a Q50. You get so much more luxury, V8 noise and everything, and the reliability is just as good or even better. GTR. This is the first time I actually don't see a bunch of GTRs. I do not see a bunch of GTRs here at all. This is like the only one I saw so far. With that, yeah, stuff that we already see. RS7, right-hand drive LS, another electric car. Once again, another Italian car that was looking good, looking great. Nah, I already saw that a little earlier. 300ZX. G37 with carbon seats. Nice. M2. See how the M2 looks like, the older one? The body lines fit a lot better on the older M2. It makes a lot more sense. The newer stuff, I don't know what they're doing. Once again, they still have the same type of architecture here. Hopefully I put in a clip, or you could just rewind to the part when I was looking at the M2. It just fits a lot better. And then you have the Fox body, the removable top, soft top. Definitely like the body style of this car. Still one of the old school ones, but I'm so used to seeing these in the hood when I was growing up with like 20-inch wheels on it. And it never was more of a race one, but you know, it is what it is. And I hate to say, you know, I was born and raised in Brooklyn, so it's usually Spanish heads who had the Mustang 5.0. I barely see any black dudes actually end up driving these cars. BMW, 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 BMW. All right. These cars were used so much more off-road back in the day, manual. It's crazy how they put some of these cars together and they're so analog. They just gonna run. You turn them on and simple repairs, no like crazy electronic systems or anything like that, compared to something like this, which is more still a newer age type of thing. This is like when you look at old school, I mean new school, but with the old school look, and this is old school because this is old school and it just works. There's a huge difference between the two. You can try to replicate it, but it's never gonna be this, if you know what I mean. All right, we got a Ferrari. Still get a Ferrari, doesn't matter. It's gated, looks nice. I'm telling you, if you still get it, like in this day and age, you still have a Ferrari, and these cars don't lose value. And if you get access to any of these old school cars, understand you're not losing any money, man. Just that's it. Like you're literally barely not losing any money. Just don't overpay on it. Rear seats, cool. Like this. Looks really good. Another grudge match car. Look how big and huge this engine bay is. Wow. You have plenty of space to modify this girl. Plenty of space to modify this engine. Look at this thing. Whew. It's like an 80, 90 trim diesel turbo, man. Another car that gets raced a lot in grudge matches. And notice there's a Chevy in front. Peep that. All right, let's see what else is out here. V8 M3, Challenger. We already saw that. This side, the left-hand drive Supra 350Z. Of course, Porsche, Subaru, BMW, Porsche, M8 competition 4-door. Couple of American cars. I don't really see much that stands out over there. It's 2 Subarus, Dodge, more Stingrays. Nothing that's really standing out. Let's see if we can find anything that's more rare. Don't really see too much more down there that's really grabbing my eye. That definitely looked good. And this has the same look, that greenish, yellowish look. Very clean, well kept, put together. Nice. Soft top, of course. Nice seats with no headrest. Automatic. GTO, Pontiac. Still has the old school look. Love it. Another Fox body with the raised cowl hood. Got the gauges there. Another grudge mat car. 2 BMWs. BMW. Let me see, they got the V10 and the V8 over here. Let's take a look and see what's over here. Looks pretty good. Okay, I see what's going on here. So this one has a supercharged kit on it. Supercharged, of course, intake carbon there, and then come to the front mount that goes in. I actually remember seeing it when it first came in with the front mount, so I'm happy I got to take a look at it. Flat back body. Car looks really good. The intake manifold is huge. Freaking huge. And one thing I always gotta sit there and say is with the M3s, they always make the rear poke out a lot more. It's more defined, especially with the G80s. You don't really see much M5s anymore, because I think these are one of the cars that honestly was such a supercar, but super unreliable, that whoever gets this car, they must really love freaking M5s if they choose to purchase one. But I used to love the sound of this vehicle, man. The sound of this is just that if you get one, you gotta be manual, don't get the automatic, and you're gonna have to do so much repairs. If you're a hands-on person and you want amazing, beautiful noise of an M5 with a V10, these are one of the cars to get. Nothing else there, and that doesn't even make any noise. So let's see what's down here. All right, so there's not really much more that we missed here. It's nice to see an estate here. Haven't seen any estates at this Cars and Coffee this whole time, so it's nice to see it. I always love the versatility of getting like a wagon, but I just can't see myself getting it. Like now, the way I think that they did it right, one of the only manufacturers I think that did it right was Audi with the RS6. They did a great job with it. I'm still not a fan of the estates in Mercedes and the estates in BMW. They don't fit it, but I think Audi is like one of the ones who did quite well in this version. And even the older like B5, B6 Audi versions, like the A4 versions, I think they do quite well with it. I think they do station wagons way better than Mercedes and BMW. That's just my honest opinion. Carrera, Porsche, looking clean, very nice. Don't see much of these anymore, man. It's my first time ever seeing this. Never was a fan of the grille-less look. I remember seeing this car in photos, and that's why I never really liked it, because there's no grill right there. I think it's missing it. The grill is like having a mustache. It's like it's part of the face of your car. The headlights are the eyes, and the grill is like your mouth and teeth. This doesn't look like it has a mouth, if you know what I mean. Right, of course, Z06, haven't seen it, and the styling of it is actually a lot more aggressive than I thought, but I still can't really tell a difference as much when you see it compared to, you have to put them both next to each other, but if they're both driving by, you really can't tell as much. Yeah. Now we got a Lotus Elise, first one that I saw in quite a while, and this car still holds a lot of value, and it's still somehow like kind of a supercar, so not a supercar, but like borderline exotic, like when you want to go into that type of world. You got a nice good looking car over here, and then you have an LS swapped R7. He has a lot of people loving his car. A lot of people standing out. Well, definitely more reliable than the rotary, you see? All right. So there's not too much else that I see here. There's a lot more people coming. Hopefully I'll get to monetize. So I don't know if you can be able to reduce it, but we also got a turbo E36 M3 here. Looks nice. Real good. Crazy part is this one is a lot bigger than it was last time. So they're also using the black lot for some parking. So we really can't find too much cars over here parked because it's just regular parking. RS7, red. What? I hope not. Did he hit the fender? What do you mean put his hand up? What does that mean? Please don't tell me he hit the carbon on the fender. Oh man, he hit the carbon on the fender on the G. God damn. And it gotta be the carbon fender too. God damn. How did he do that? Jesus. It wasn't a hard turn for him to make. Damn. I'm not even gonna record it because it's an ISO when it hurts that way. It hurts. It hurts seeing it. See, I'm talking about the G80 front end. At least this one goes more with the styling of the hood a little bit. Still squarish. And I think this is a newer front end too. They changed it up a little bit. Yeah, this grill is actually different. This is the aftermarket grill. That's why it looks a little bit different. All right, let's see what else is here. Lifted G-Series truck. There's a lot of freaking people out here. There's a huge amount of people out here. Huge amount. So much people out here. It's insane. My God, there's so much vehicles out here. This parking lot's there. Street, everything is so packed. I just choose to stay in one place and not go anywhere else. Another STO popped out. See, look, as I said, we got the Mercedes E55 wagon. Don't see, once again, the versatility of it. Good looking car, man, but I still think the Audi's got it beat. So much more cars waiting to see. Love it. Look at that. insane. Insane. Woo. Looks nice. Woo. To give you guys a better look from the street view on how many people are out here. This is the other entrance where people are still waiting just to get in. Definitely hit the like button right now so Boost could get a drone, because it'd be nice to have a nice little drone going through right now. That would have been super cool. Woo. Look at that girl. Look how she looking. Ooh. Nah, red STO. This a white STO, a yellow one, and game over license plate. A white, yellow, and red. This is freaking beautiful. So a lot of people are now leaving out, more and more people, but there's still so many cars here. It's still so many cars, and people are still coming, but a lot of cars are still leaving that were here since like 7, 8 a.m. like me, and I'm just enjoying everybody exiting and seeing whatever exits, see if it exits loud. Hopefully nobody messes up and hurt anybody. Oh my God, another STO. Ooh, these things must be cheap, or I'm just broke. I think I'm gonna leave it with I'm just broke. Lamborghini better stop. Alright guys, so I've been here since 7, it's 11 o'clock now, and I'm about to head the fuck out before there's too much cars leaving. I want to hear some other cars leave, but But my back is starting to hurt, so let's start setting up everything. So all in all, guys, this was a really nice Cars and Coffee. I really enjoyed it. I saw a lot of different cars. It was great. It really bring a smile to my face. I seen some cars I haven't seen ever, and some cars I haven't seen in years. And it's good to just see this type of difference when it comes to vehicles, because back in Brooklyn, man, you're not gonna see stuff like this. And having a conversation with one of the other AMG guys, hate to say it, you know, the ghetto-ness comes when you're in Brooklyn. It's gonna be too much hot boy stuff. It's gonna be too much people doing burnouts and flame maps and popping crackles. Out here, you didn't really get that. Yes, you did still have the Ricer guy in his Lambo, but there was like 20 other people with Lambos not acting that way. You see what I'm saying? You could know who just got a Lambo, you know? McLaren people, and then regular G37, Q50, Toyota Camry people. No one was acting up. Everyone was real respectful, and I loved the fact of seeing that. It was really dope. And man, it's just a different quality of different cars, man. I like seeing that. Like, I like seeing that broad difference. But outside that, guys, you have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hopefully you guys have hit the like button. Hopefully you guys have. I really appreciate that. STO just went by again, that same yellow one, man. But I really appreciate you guys for showing your support. Hopefully you guys hit the subscribe button with the bell notification, and please hit all. I'm continuing to grow this Boost in Florence channel, so I really appreciate you guys for your support. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Add me at Boost in Motion and Boost in Foreign on Instagram. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. You guys have a good day. Thanks.